Well, hello guys, PokePlayer, and today I'm back for another video, and today's video is going to be another top 5 of our top 5 of all the tiers series. And in this series I am going to go through all of the Smogon tiers of Pokemon and show my top 5 favorites and the top 5 Pokemon that I think are the best in the tier. So today we are discussing the my top 5 favorite PU Pokemon, and there are some pretty cool Pokemon in PU. It is personally my favorite tier. I really like playing it, and there are a lot of underrated potential Pokemon in the tier, and I like a lot of these Pokemon as well. So let's just start this video and start off with our number 5 of this list. Number 5. And the number 5 on my list is Shedinja, and I'm not sure why, but I really like and enjoy Shedinja. It's just such a special Pokemon. It only has 1 HP, but the good thing about it is that it has the ability Wonder Guard, which means that it is immune to all non-super effective moves on Shedinja, which makes it a really good Pokemon. No, it's not a good Pokemon. It's very frail, of course, and rocks will stop it, Hail will stop it, Sensor will stop it. But it does have some good things, because if your opponent doesn't have any of that, you will get destroyed. Because if your opponent doesn't have any kind of super effective move, no Stealth Rocks, no Hail, it is pretty hard. It also no status condition, so in a regular Wi-Fi battle it's pretty hard to pull something off with Shedinja. But if that's the case, you basically win, because your opponent can't hurt Shedinja because of its Wonder Guard ability, which makes it really unique and really special. And that's what I really like about Shedinja. Not really its design. It's pretty cool. I really like the angel looking look, because I think it they in the Pokédex entry they say that it is the it has something to do with Nincada and Ninjask, that it's the Kokon or something like that, just like Silcoon. It is pretty strange, but it is a really cool Pokemon and I really enjoy it, and it is one of my favorites in the PU tier. Number 4. And the number 4 on my list is Zuflora. Zuflora is such a derpy Pokemon, but I really like its design. It is a really cool Pokemon and it's really underrated, but it is not good, to be honest. It has the ability Solar Power, Chlorophyll and Early Bird. You can make some pretty cool sets with Zuflora using Curse and Rest, which I really like with the early Bird ability. But it also has access to some pretty good special attack, because it has 105 special attack. But it also has access to the move Earth Power, which makes it get a pretty decent coverage. But I really like Zuflora for some reason. I always, when I'm looking into my PU boxes, is look for a team and look for a grass type Pokemon. I'm always looking at Zuflora because I really like it. And I use a Salt Vest Zuflora, which is pretty decent. It has an 85 special defense stat and a 75 HP stat, which means that it can take some pretty good moves. To be honest, it's really decent, but it's not too great. But I just really like its design. I like just that it transforms, evolves of course from the worst Pokemon using the Sunstone, which makes it really cool. I really like Zuflora, and let's go on to our number 3. Number 3. And the number 3 on my list is Grumpig, and Grumpig is a Pokemon that I really liked in Gen 3, right? Yeah, Gen 3. I just love the pig design, and for some reason my sister was always fan of pigs, and for some reason it made me a fan of Grumpig. I don't know why. Grumpig was one of my sister's favorite Pokemon, I believe, but it is a really cool looking Pokemon, to be honest. It's pretty decent in PU. It was not on my top 5 PU Pokemon because it's not the best PU Pokemon, but it is really good. It is a good special wall. It's out there. It's one of the better special walls in PU because it has such a good special defense stat. It has decent bulk with a good amount of HP. It has access to things like Thunder Wave, Heal Bell. So it is a really decent wall, and I really like Grumpig, but I just really like its design, and there's just something special about Grumpig that I really enjoy for some reason. I'm not sure what it is, but it is just a really cool Pokemon. It's one of those Pokemon that I will always always keep a special place in my heart. And it is just one of those Pokemon in PU that you can always use in the team, because it's always useful for things like Heal Bell and just some status. It's just a good Pokemon. So let's go on to our number 2. Number 2. And the number 2 on my list is Purugly, and Purugly is one of those Pokemon that's really trustworthy. It's a good fake out mon in PU, and it's one of the better mons in PU in my opinion. And people always underrate Purugly for some reason, because they think Purugly is pretty slow. Looking at its design, I would say it's pretty slow, but it's 112 base speed, one of the faster Pokemon in PU. I think it's in the top 5 fastest Pokemon in PU at least. And it is a really darn good mon. It has good offenses with Life Orb, Fake Out, Return combination. It has access to Knockoff, Sucker Punch. It is really good competitively, and I really like its design for some reason. I always liked how fatty it looked, and it's still it's around his waist, and that makes it look skinnier than it actually is for some reason. That's something that they say in the Pokédex entry, I believe. But it's a really cool Pokemon. I'm not sure why. I always had trouble with it on Pokemon Diamond when you had to battle one of the grunts, and that was really a pain because they had a Purugly at a really low level, which you could normally not get, I believe. But it is really cool Pokemon. I really like Purugly, and it's one of my favorites, and that's why it's also in my NUCL League team, because it's really trusty, it's really cool, and I really like it for some reason. So let's go on to our number 1. Number 1. And the number 1 of my top 5 favorite PU Pokemon is going to be Vanilluxe. And Vanilluxe is one of the threats in PU. It barely didn't make it into my top 5, but people really underrate Vanilluxe for some reason. Vanilluxe has a 115 base special attack set, which is really good. It can KO a lot of threats in PU. It's a good wall breaker, to be honest, and I really like its design. I always get happy, and I always look back into the summer if I watch Vanilluxe. It is just a really cool Pokemon. I like its design for some reason. I really like it. I know people hate its design. I know people make this Pokemon an example that Gen 5 or Gen 4 didn't have the best Pokemon designs, but I really like Vanilluxe for some reason. It has pretty decent coverage with the moves Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, which hits water types super effectively, and things like Water Pulse and Hidden Power. It has pretty decent coverage, not the best, but you don't need coverage on Vanilluxe. It can two-shot a lot of things in PU with that powerful special attack set, and with specs you can for sure do it, but I prefer running Choice Scarf because Vanilluxe can outspeed a lot of things with the Choice Scarf as well. You don't even have to run max speed of Vanilluxe to outspeed a lot of threats. You can run about 196 EVs in speed if you want to run Specs Scarf, and you can even outspeed a Substriker, one of the fastest mons in PU, which is really good because you can two-shot it with Ice Beam. And Vanilluxe is just a really cool Pokemon. I really like it. It's in my NUCL team, and I really love that I chose Vanilluxe because it is really a threat that people don't see as a threat that much, but people should use Vanilluxe more. It is really cute. I just like its design, and it just reminds me of summer and how much I miss it when I look at Vanilluxe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this top 5, and let's go on to the outro. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your top 5 favorite PU Pokemon are. Let me know what PU Pokemon you like the most, because I'm really curious. I want to know which Pokemon you like, because I like a lot of PU Pokemon. It was hard to make this list, to be honest, but I think I could have even chosen some other Pokemon. Shedinja is really cool, but it's probably not in my top 5. But I made this pretty rusty, but I really like it. And I like all of these Pokemon, and PU has some pretty decent Pokemon, so if you haven't played PU before, definitely give it a shot. It's a really cool tier. But in the next top 5 video, we will discuss the NU tier, which is also one of my favorite tiers. More competitive and some really decent mons in there, so I really like to cover that tier. But let's I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, and then I'll see you guys in my next video. Later.